And welcome to another edition of Carnivore Radio. We have Mr. Marty Keena in Studio B and Chris Calandra. And gentlemen, the Sherman Empire, media empire, continues to grow. Not only are we on iTunes, our podcast, Carnivore Bites, along with iHeartRadio and a bunch of others. We just are about to launch our YouTube channel, Carnivore Radio.
I would like to score an invite on Sherman's Empire podcast.
You have to get in line. It's amazing.
The Saudis are there first, I think.
Exactly. So it's hard to be modest, but I'll try my best. I've removed all the mirrors in my house because I can't take looking at stardom anymore.
You are amazing.
Yes, in my own mind. News as we transition. By the way, you're listening to WESU 88.1 FM in Middletown. The views of Carnivore Radio are not the views of WESU or Wesleyan University, but the views of this show. So in the news, the biggest thing that's happened over the last couple of days is the Green New Deal. So let's have a little excerpt from that. And the new, I believe, leader of the Democratic Party, the bartender-in-chief.
Silent.
This is so incredible. This is such a major watershed moment, and I am so incredibly excited that we are going to transition this country into the future, and we are not going to be dragged behind by our past. No, I think it is a green dream, and I think that it is, and I think that that all great American programs, everything from the Great Society to the New Deal, started with a vision for our future. And I don't think that, I don't consider that to be a dismissive term. I think it's a great term.
This is now a voting issue across the country.
So the Green New Deal, Marty, you've had, I don't know if you've gotten a look at it. Your thoughts?
Well, anything that has to do with decreasing the rate of global climate change.
Well, actually, they're not into decreasing. They're into eliminating all fossil fuels in 10 years, and they're going to replace air travel with a high-speed solar rail. I don't know how you get transcontinental, but that's. Yeah. I think we'll leave it to them.
Well, again, the vision is there. Now, whether that's something that can be achieved is a whole other matter. I mean, Kennedy said we should put a man on the moon. So, we'll have to wait and see. But I think anything that has to do with helping to save the planet from where we are at this moment, I think we've already started to decrease the use of fossil fuels. So that in itself, is already a process. But
okay.
Generally speaking, anything we can do to help decrease the global climate change is great for me.
Okay. And Chris, your view?
So maybe we could just catch up and let everybody know that the major parts of the new Green Deal, just so listeners who might be driving
and
listening.
They can call in. By the way, if they know the Green Deal already, you can join us at 860-685-7700, 685-7700. We can transition in from that great poetry segment we just had to get into more of the news items. So let's talk about the New Deal, kind of the nuts and bolts.
Yeah, so number one, they want to upgrade all existing buildings in the country energy efficiency. Yes, all buildings. They want to work with farmers to eliminate pollution.
Cows.
Including cows.
All cows.
Well, that's methane, yeah.
Yeah. Cows, so all cows, so no burgers.
And there is the caveat that, within technical feasible parameters.